Welcome back to Thanks for Asking. Okay, to keep on trend with us being late to everything, what's your favorite Olympic sport?
Oh, okay. Well, let me just make a confession. I didn't watch any of the Olympics this year.
Really? I was also going to ask, like, are you an Olympics gal?
Normally I am. This year, nothing. Not the opening, nor the closing ceremony.
No, well, me neither, because I was at like 6 a.m. and I'm not waking up.
Not, like, I just didn't watch it, and I honestly... I was gonna say nobody talked about it this year, but, like, I mean, obviously people talked about it. But I was gonna say, like, before it, like, there was no
there wasn't.
hype.
I know. I noticed that, too. There was really not a lot of hype until, like, a week before it was going to happen. Everyone was like, Olympics! And I was like, oh,
I was
really?
like, wait a second. Exactly, that's what it was. I was like, wait a second, the Olympics are starting in 2 days? How come there's been no commercials and no one's talking about it? Because normally, like, I don't know about other countries, but in Canada, we get hella hyped, especially if it's the Winter Olympics, because we normally clean up.
Yeah.
So
I remember the commercial from when we did the Vancouver Winter Olympics. It was some car commercial, and it was the funniest commercial I've ever seen in my life, where it's a bunch of cars parked in a parking lot, and they're talking to each other, and then every time a person walks by, they go, human, and stop talking. And it was like, it's good. It's a good bit.
Yeah, so, like, it wasn't until, like, a day or 2 or 3 before that I, like, was like, oh my god, we're having the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then, because it was, like, a time difference, and I honestly just don't have energy in my life, I just didn't see anything. I kept up with, like, online, though, I didn't really watch it. I kept on with the women's final hockey game.
I stayed up to watch
which was
that.
disgusting. Because it's one thing for Canada to lose at hockey. That's one thing. But to lose to the United States of America?
I know.
Disgusting.
It was so disheartening. And we got the last 4 gold medals in women's hockey, and then this year it was like, surprise, you got silver. And, like, some of the athletes were legitimately so sad. Like, one of them, when they were all standing in line, like, doing their medal thing and, like, listening to the national anthems and whatever, she, like, took off her medal because she was really upset. And then everyone was like, that's so rude, that's so disrespectful. And she was like, I know, I'm sorry.
Oh. It just... Also, part of me was just mad about the whole NHL thing.
Yeah.
That I was like, I don't want to see, like, how bad Team Canada's gonna do because you took out all of our players.
Well, I mean, it's weird to me because, like, it's not even that the people who are in the Olympics are amateur athletes. Like, most of the hockey players who are in the Olympics are on the OHL or other provincial teams, or they're on professional hockey teams, just not the NHL. It's like only the NHL wasn't allowed to compete in the Olympics this year. All the other professionals were. So it's like, it's weird that they made that distinction. But it clearly changed how the game was played.
Of course, and it's just like... It's like every, like, good... or not every good Canadian hockey player, but most good Canadian hockey player ends up eventually going to the NHL.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you...
It only makes sense.
Why are you discriminating against our country? Like, why do you want Russia to win so bad, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
No.
But, like, favorite... I don't know. I really haven't watched the Olympics in a long time.
Yeah. Well, in regards to the winter ones, I'm very much a hockey girl.
I was gonna say, hockey. You like hockey in general?
Here's the thing. I love hockey. Doesn't matter if it's Olympic, NHL, whatever. I really enjoy watching hockey, and I like going to games and stuff, and I like keeping up with it. And I also very much like hometown pride. So it's like, I'm a Leafs fan because I really like Toronto pride and whatever, and I like hockey. So it's like, when you combine Canadian pride with me being in love with the game of hockey, and then it's the Winter Olympics and there's Canadian teams playing hockey, my brain just gets very excited, and all I can think about is hockey. So that's how I was.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, like, Winter Olympics, I'm definitely all about hockey because, like, Canadian pride and knowing what we're good at and stuff like that. And also just, like, I like sports. I always support the home team, all the Toronto teams. And also, it's like, if I'm at the game, I get super into the game.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you know, when we go see Leaf games, I'm like hanging over the thing, like, yes! But, like, at home, sometimes I'll watch a hockey game or two, but I'm not, like, you know, don't know stats and won't keep up. And, like, sometimes on Twitter I'll be like, you know, what happened with the game tonight?
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, a huge hockey fan.
Yeah.
But, like, the same thing with you. It's just, like, if I know our country, which is great at the sport, is going to be competing against other countries, of course I'm going to be all about it. So for winter, I love hockey.
Yeah. I watched a lot of curling this year, which was really funny because so the first curling, there was like 3 sets of competitions because there was mixed and then there was women's and men's doubles. So the mixed one was first.
You're gonna attack my foot, you little
And I think Canada ended up getting gold in the mixed curling competition because the 2 people were really good. So that was like one of the first sports that was aired was the mixed curling. So I was watching it. And then after I watched a couple games, it kind of started becoming a meme on Twitter of people talking about how suddenly everyone's really into curling. And it was like me in the first minute of a curling game. This doesn't make any sense. Me half an hour in. If you don't have anything in your home, then you're not going to be able to score. Me an hour in. Sweep! Sweep! And I was like, that's really relatable.
I feel like I could get into curling. I don't know what team it was, if it was like Norway or Sweden. But there's a European curling team that they're known as like almost the Harry Styles of the curling world.
What?
Whereas they will wear the most extra ass curling outfits.
That's amazing.
So for Valentine's Day they had pink pants with hearts and stuff.
So
and like
cool.
There's like I saw like a whole post online of like all the different pants that they were wearing
God,
on different days and I was like, magnifique. Yeah, I don't really understand curling. Also, this is something that I heard. I don't know if it's true or if you can confirm or deny. But, you know, about the whole, like, Russia and doping and all that stuff. Someone was telling me, like, oh, I heard that the, like, Russia's curling guy got caught for doping, and he was like, I don't understand why he would dope. And I was like, I don't know, like, maybe he felt left out.
See, that's what's really funny to me. So Russia was, like, not allowed to play for their country. So they played as Olympic athletes from Russia under the Olympic flag. And anyone who was caught doping from previous years of the Olympics was also not allowed to play in the Olympics. So the entire Russian team, Olympic Russian team, was all newbies. They were all amateurs, never been to the Olympics before. Their hockey team was all new people. Like everyone was like all new people, which was really funny because when like listening to commentators over hockey games where the Olympic athletes from Russia were playing, everyone was like, well, it's a very new team and it's a very young group of people. It's like they're doing bad. That's what they're saying. And it was really funny. But yeah, 2 people from the Olympic Russian team got caught doping this year. And I was like, come on, guys.
You're like, you squeezed by and then you fucked it.
Yeah.
You fucked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, was it the curling guy?
I think one of them was curling. I don't remember.
I understand. Like, why? Like, why were you curling? Like, I mean, why were you curling for the sport? Why were you doping?
Because people are stupid. And
no, but really, I mean, you were watching curling. What does that help in the maybe his?
I mean, like
sweep was faster.
Yeah, stronger arms. Get a shake weight. I don't know.
Do you lift? Okay, I hate that I said that. So
what else did I watch this year? I watched a lot of the skiing and snowboarding trials because they have like 12 different competitions of each where it's like there's the big jump, there's the going down the hill a couple times, there's the half pipe, there's so many different ones. Did you see the woman from Hungary do her skiing half pipe where she did no tricks? No. Oh my God, it's the funniest thing that has come out of the Olympics. There was a woman who was on the Hungary hockey team, and she did the ski half pipe. It was the only competition she did in the Olympics. And she started at the top, and she went down, and then she went down, and then she went down, and she did 0 tricks the entire time. The only trick she did, because it's mandatory on all the half pipes, is that at some point you have to change direction. So if you're going down forwards, you have to come down backwards. That was the only thing she did. She did no flips, she did no twists, she did nothing, and just went down to the bottom and did like a 1.5-minute run and stopped, and then just like went on her way to the little TV screen where they tell you your scores and stuff. The commentators, like, it was so funny watching it happen. I didn't watch it live, but I like watched a clip of it that I could show you later. Because it was like the first like 10 seconds or whatever, they're like, and she comes out of the gate, very slow start. Just dead silence watching this woman do no tricks. Everyone was like, what's happening? And she gets to the bottom and there's no applause, like nothing.
Everyone's just confused.
Yeah. So I like looked into it more because I was showing my mom and we thought it was so funny. So the Denver Post, I think, some reporter from there realized, or they like contacted a bunch of people, and pretty much what happens is to qualify for the Olympics in any sport, you have to be top 30. So they have a top 30 qualification rule. Mm-hmm. So like if you do professional skiing and you've done world championships and stuff, as long as you've been in the top 30 of whatever you've competed in, you can make it to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So this woman what happened is all of the competitions she competed in, this person from the Denver Post called all these people being like, so how does it work? What's the qualifications? How many people do you get? And everything she competed in, everyone was like, yeah, we don't usually get more than like 20 contestants. So she was like bare minimum in every skiing competition she had ever done, but because she was in the top 30, she got to go to the Olympics.
I love that so much.
She was incredible.
I love that so much.
I know, it's so good. I'll show you the clip later because it's freaking hilarious.
That's so good. I saw a lot of Twitter moments of like a lot of athletes that were doing things like someone wrote like "Free Meek Mill" on their like snowboard.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like I think a snowboarder from like I guess like I don't know, Norway. I keep saying Norway, but I feel like maybe it was Norway. One of those
snowy places.
One of the Scandinavian places.
Yeah.
He wrote like "Free Meek Mill." I think there was someone who like overslept.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
one?
a Canadian. It was either Canadian or American, but I kept seeing headlines where it's like millennial Olympian spends all night watching Netflix, oversleeps, and gets gold in his race.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, you didn't need to say millennial, but
yeah.
Yes, queen. I wonder what you were watching.
Young man enjoys his life, does very well at his sport.
And then wasn't there like a different girl who like swore on camera or something? There's like a bunch of things that the young people at the Olympics were doing, and I was just laughing. I was like, yes, this is like my generation.
I know, that's the thing. Like, all the young people were like being funny and doing good stuff and like sharing their memes around the world. And then there were the two Canadian 30-year-olds who fucking stole an SUV and got charged.
See, I don't know anything that happened.
You don't know that either?
What?
I don't remember. There was one guy who was an Olympian, and it was him and his wife and his manager got really, really drunk on a night out, and they stole a car and drove it to the Olympic Village, and the manager got charged with driving under the influence, and all of them got charged for theft, I think. And they were like, sorry, we were drunk and made a bad choice. And, like, Olympic Canada had to come out and be like, we don't, like, support anything that they did, and they were very disrespectful, and we think that everyone should act like, you know, like they're representing their country, which is true. And these people were stupid.
It's one thing that they did that, but the manager too.
Yeah.
It's like your job is to make sure your client doesn't do that shit.
I know. So dumb.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was on the news, but yeah. Stupid people.
I saw that everyone was like obsessed with like two American Olympians.
The figure skaters?
Adam Rippon, right?
Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
a figure
he's the
skater.
gay one.
And Gus Kenworthy.
He's a figure
skater?
skater?
Both of them are gay figure skaters from the States, yeah.
So I didn't know about Gus Kenworthy. The only thing I heard about him is that he went to a raccoon cafe, and I was like, why are we talking about this? I was like, honestly...
They both, like, every time there's an Olympics, someone comes out of it being, like, the cutie superstar.
Yeah, like Tom Daley.
Yeah. So the two of them were, like, the superstars this year. At least in American culture, that's the thing that happens. Because everywhere else, people are like, oh, athletes, good for you. But it's like, Americans are so obsessed with celebrities that it's like...
Well, I mean, everyone here is like Tessa and Scott, Tessa and Scott, Tessa and Scott.
But even then, people don't really care that much.
They don't care as much as the Americans care about Gus Kenworthy going to see a raccoon.
Yeah.
I saw this one tweet where he tweeted he had, like, taken a picture of, like, I guess at the raccoon cafe, they had, like, a sign about, like, the raccoons, like, something about their bodies, and they're like, they're a little fat or whatever. And he, like, whatever. He took a picture about it, and he, like, captioned it, like, huh, me. And someone quote tweeted it, and they're like, you're literally an Olympic athlete. Like, shut up.
Oh my god, wow, that's the worst. Because it's, like, regular people who are, like, fit and go, I look like a potato. You're like, shut up. But then it's, like, an actual Olympian. You're like,
actually, shut the fuck up.
That's
Dude, like,
so
when
funny.
I was in Israel, I had a roommate, and this girl, like, when I say she's the skinniest girl I've ever seen in my whole life, like, you don't even understand. And, like, we're all getting ready, like, the whole group that, like, the travel group was, like, gonna go on a night out, and she, like, walks in, she's like, oh, I look pregnant. I was like, leave this room immediately! Like, you know I'm, like, the heaviest girl on this trip, and you're in front of me being like, I look pregnant. I was like, first of all, I'm 3 months along, so... Ugh, I just hate that. Just everybody, enough.
Yeah.
Just know what you look like.
I know.
What else? What other Olympic tea do we have?
I was hoping we could do, like, half winter, half summer, but it's all been winter, so let's save Summer Olympics for another episode.
Oh.
What else happened? Oh, yeah, figure skating. Apparently, so I wasn't super into it this year, and everyone was watching it, and, like, I didn't even watch Tessa and Scott's like dance, but I kind of want to because they dance to the hip, and that's cool.
I know,
and it's
that's
like Canadian
nice.
pride or whatever. But yeah, I like.
But that was also a calculated move.
Yeah, I'm like not super into figure skating or ice dancing or any of that.
What's the difference, honestly?
I spent a lot of time looking up all the different types of competitions in skating and like speed skating and figure skating and skiing and all of that.
Me, Papa.
So figure skating, I believe there are 7 different competitions because there's like solo figure skating. Ice dancing is only done like in one competition, and that's in pairs, so it's like genuine, like it's a dance routine, like a Dancing with the Stars sort of thing, where it's like you do tricks and stuff, but it's mostly just the art and the dance. And then there's pairs figure skating, which is more trick work like based, where it's like you also want to look nice and stuff, but then like your spins and your lifts and stuff count.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's solo figure skating. I think there might also be solo ice dancing. I don't remember. And then there's like the team event, which is basically all of the people who do like figure skating solo and in pairs. It's like there's 2 women, 2 men, and then a pair, I think, and they all like do scores and stuff, and then the total score counts for something. So Canada got gold in the team, and then we also got gold in Tessa and Scott do ice dancing, I think. Sure. I don't know much about it because I like really didn't care all that much this year.
How many golds did we get overall?
13.
Did Mark McMorris get it?
I think he got gold.
He was also the cutie of the last Winter Olympics.
I really don't remember him.
I do. Because I fell for that trap.
Okay.
Because I remember he was like, I don't know how old he was, maybe 19, 20, I want to say.
Yeah.
At the last Olympics?
Yeah.
Winter Olympics. And he like did really well, and everyone was like, "Ooh, Mark McMorris." And then him and his brother, his older brother, who's also like a professional snowboarder, got a show called McMorris and McMorris on MTV.
Oh, what? Really?
On MTV, and I used to watch it after that, and it was like funny. They were stupid.
Never heard of that. That's really funny.
Just like imagine like, you know, your typical Canadian snowboarder dude and his brother fucking around with their friends.
That's cool.
So it was funny. I remember that, and then I like kind of stopped paying attention. Because, you know, there's like 4 years.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I forgot about him, and then I saw like on Twitter moments that he was, I don't know,
doing good stuff.
And he had gone in an accident before, and I was like, oh, you know what? You win something for us, boy.
Yeah. The last thing I want to say, just back to figure skating.
Yes.
Apparently, when I was a tot, like maybe 2.5 years old, I watched a lot of figure skating on TV, and I would get very angry when my parents changed the channel. But I don't think it was, at least like according to my mom, it wasn't me watching the skating, it was me listening to the music. But apparently I really, really liked figure skating, and I would cry when they changed the channel off of figure skating if it was on.
That's so funny, and so you. You weren't even you just wanted to hear the music.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's me. Anyway.
It's me and Mario.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch ya in a week. Which is really in 3 minutes. Bye.
Bye.